A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On first down, Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll set up to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Matt Ioannidis with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Oh boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. They'll look to throw here. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Barkley. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jordan Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 30.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 30.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and less than a yard.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Back to throw here. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd and 4. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2 yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
They complete it to Hill. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
50 seconds to Mike. I'm here. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go counter with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The extra point up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Got a man. It's Brown. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and 14. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. 2nd and 1. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jordan Franks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Kaiser. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Play fake. Kaiser under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Kaiser. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Well, being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the...
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Kaiser. Trying to lay one up deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A run by Barkley going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Kaiser. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Hey, check Mike 57.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 52. What we got? Sit. 52's an exit. Watch Mike. Ready, go.
2nd and 10. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off near the 29. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talking about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Kaiser on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Kaiser. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it with the 15. A big play that time for the Ravens. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. That one looks like he'll throw here. To Barkley on the check down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
57, Mike 57. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike's 57. Ready.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They're going to look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They're going deep for Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Mike 50, Charlie. Hey, come on, ready, go.
On play action, they'll throw. They're going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.